Hello, you guys, and welcome to day 2 of the content challenge. And I'm so excited to be here. Yesterday was so good. The training ran over an hour, which wasn't really expected. And today's training is definitely not going to be so long. Yesterday, I had to talk about myself, give a little bit of introduction, which is why it went on for a little longer than expected. The feedback that I've been getting for the content challenge for day 1 has been so good, and I'm loving seeing you guys create those posts using the prompt that I shared yesterday. I'll be sharing all of my feedback on that post today with all of you, those of you who shared. And if you've not done it, then please feel free to use the prompt and create a post. Send that to me, and I'm going to enter you for a giveaway. The giveaway is really exciting. It is 1 week of Voxer coaching with me. Yes, it's going to be so good for your business. It's going to be so good. We can brainstorm some ideas, we can create content plans, I can literally help you get unstuck and move forward in your business and help you sign more clients in just that 1 week. So you can win that absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it. All you need to do is you need to create content using the prompts that I'm going to be sharing with you at the end of each of these trainings. You have time till this week. You can create whenever, and just send me a DM or drop it inside our Telegram group and let me know that you are done. Sorry. And don't forget to join the Telegram group, because that is where everything's going to happen. You can come, you can ask me all of your questions, anything related to the trainings that I'm doing, anything other than the trainings that I'm doing, anything related to your content, you want feedback on your content, anything, just come join the Telegram group. I'm going to leave the link in the comments. And yes, and also let me remind you that my new program, High Converting Content, is open for enrollment. We start next week, guys. I can't believe that the time has come for me to, actually start that program. I've been waiting for this time to come, and it's finally there. There are already people inside, and you guys get an exclusive discount. The full price of the program is $555 US, 555. But because you signed up for this training, the 3-day content challenge, you get a discount and you can join for $333 as of now. And this exclusive fast action discount is only available till this weekend. You have time till Saturday to join the program. After that, the price of the program is going to increase. So now is literally the best time to join the program. And this program is literally everything that I use in my business to create content that converts. All of the messaging tweaks that I've made in my offer so that my offer becomes really clear. My content becomes really clear to my ideal audience. My content starts attracting the right fit audience. All of that is covered inside this program. So if you have been posting content and you feel that your content is not landing clients, it's not converting, it's not getting DMs from people, then this really is the program for you. We are going to work on your messaging. We are going to work on your messaging so that your content becomes really potent and you start speaking to the right audience. So we are going to dive into today's training, and I have some slides for you. So yesterday in day 1, we covered how to get more eyes on your content. So what really you should do when you have low reach on your posts, when your posts are not being seen by a lot of people, then what are the things that you need to do was covered inside day 1. So if you've not watched that, go back and watch it. The replays are going to be available this entire week for you to watch and catch up on. So go do that. And today we are going to today I'm going to talk about how to create content that attracts ready to buy clients. So who are empowered clients? I want to ask this. We always talk about speak to the empowered client. I want to sign empowered clients. I want, my content to speak to these people. But who really are these empowered clients? Do you even know who these people are? You might have heard, bigger coaches, people all around you use this term, but do you really know who these people are? So an empowered client is somebody who is happy to pay you, like, who's excited to work with you, somebody who has confidence in your offer and also in you. They don't have those trust issues whether you are the coach for them, whether this offer is right for them. They may have questions, and questions are not bad. Everybody has questions. People, if they are paying you money, they have the right to ask you questions, but don't confuse these questions with objections. Objections are something which are usually, like, sort of the underlying reason behind objections is that either they don't trust themselves or they don't trust you, which is why they come up with, we don't have the money, we don't have the time, this is not the right time for me, it feels too expensive. So those are objections. They might have questions, and questions are something that you need to answer so that they are making the right choice. You want people inside your containers to be fully aware of what they're going to expect inside. You want people to know and understand what is it that they're going to walk away with. So they're bound to have questions, and it's good to have questions, and you can use these questions to create content. You can use these questions because if somebody has had that doubt, probably some more people also have that doubt and they're not asking. So you can use those questions and create content around it. Somebody who trusts themselves, like, trust is a very, very important factor here, because if they don't believe that it is possible for them, if they feel that, oh, they might not be able to do what you are teaching them, then they are not an empowered client. You don't want to convince these people because they're already convinced. We don't need to spend any of that convincing energy to tell them that, oh, this is the right offer for you, I am the right fit coach for you, this is something that you really need, this is what is going to change your offer. They need to be knowing all of this themselves. They need to be ready. They should be ready before they come to you. These are people who want a solution to their problem. Like, a lot of times you would see content which says that, oh, it talks a lot about problem, like you're making them aware of their problem. Empowered clients are people who already know that they have a problem, or they desire to be somewhere where they are not, and they are looking for that solution. Because what happens is, when you are speaking to the problem and we're just talking about the problem, you are trying to convince them that, okay, you have a problem, I have a solution for you, and this is what is going to get you to where you want to be. But these people already know that they have a problem. These people already know that they need to be somewhere, and they are looking for the solution, and you are the solution. And empowered clients are clients who do the work and take action. Because I'm sure a lot of times you've had clients who've signed up, who probably needed a little bit of convincing, but they're finally inside your program, but they are not doing the work, they are not taking action. So I have this client, she's a health coach, and she always tells me that, I create all these diet plans for my clients, and I send them everything, I follow up, but they just do not implement. They even do not reply to my messages. So what I say to her is that these are not empowered clients. And the thing that you can do to attract empowered clients who do the work, who take the action, is to speak to them through your content. I have this another client who tells me that, before she came to me, she used to she used to do the DM strategy, which is like, she would not create any content, and all she would do is she would try to get inbound or outbound leads, send them a DM, start having conversations with these people, and get them on a sales call. Sure, these people are great and this strategy works, but a lot of times what has happened with her is that these clients have dropped out. They dropped midway through the program, and some people refused to pay, and that is because they were not ready, they were not empowered, they did not trust either you, or they did not trust either themselves. So what is it that you can do to start attracting empowered clients? The main thing, the most important thing is that the reason why you're attracting disempowered clients is because of the way you are writing content. Your content currently, however it is written, however you're posting, is probably attracting not empowered clients. It's attracting people who need convincing, who need that push, who need, who have like a ton of objections, and you're just clearing out their objections. So the problem lies in your content. And once you make the tweaks that I will be sharing in today's training, you will start attracting clients who are so excited to sign up with you. Clients, who send you a DM and say that, how can I work with you? You give them all the information and they are ready. Everybody loves to get DMs saying, oh, I'm so ready, I'm in, give me the link. And, you love to see all the payment notifications. When does that happen? It happens when you start creating content that speaks to the empowered people. So what you are currently doing is that, you believe that you are surrounded with people who cannot pay you. You maybe have this thing in your mind where you say that, oh, my audience is full of people who can't afford my prices. My prices are really expensive for these people. I really think that I should lower my prices. So this is something that is attracting disempowered clients. And the reason why it's attracting disempowered clients is that you have made it to believe that, you're surrounded with these people who cannot pay you. So you are speaking to those people who cannot pay you. So instead, once you start shifting and you start talking to people who have the money, people who are ready to pay, that's when you're going to start attracting people who can pay you. So this is something that we're going to cover in the later segment. But I just want to address these things, that these are the things that you're currently doing that are attracting disempowered clients. The second thing that you're doing is that you're convincing them in your content. Your content is always like, oh, why do you need to sign up with me? Why I'm the best coach for you? Why should you, invest in your health? Why should you invest in your business? This is why you need a coach. This is, so all of those convincing energies that results in disempowered clients. You don't need to convince anybody that you are the person for them. You need to attract those people to you. You need to attract people who are ready to pay you, who are excited to buy from you. That is what is going to increase your conversions when you stop convincing people. You're always explaining to people in your content, and why should they invest. I've seen content around this so many times. If somebody is a social media manager, why should you invest in a social media manager? Of course, you need to show your work. You need to, in your content, show all of the different things that you're doing, and where these people can be after they invest with you. But there is a very, very thin line between you explaining or convincing them why they need to invest, and you showing and building your credibility. So make sure that you're not explaining and you're not like sort of begging them to sign up with you, but you're showing up in your power. You're showing up as this authority who is, always attracting people to them. You're only addressing objections after objections in your content. So now your content is probably full of, you probably don't have the time to invest, but this is how my offer can help you. This is what can be done. Or probably that, you are saying that, I know you don't have the money to invest, but this is why you should be investing. All of those content pieces which are only and only talking about objections will attract disempowered clients, will speak to people who are not empowered. So instead, start speaking to people who are ready. Stop addressing only objections, and objections are important part of your content strategy. You need to be addressing objections, but the way you address objections differ. I teach this to my clients of inside my programs, how they can address objections in a way that makes them, look as the authority. That makes them, builds their authority, but it doesn't look like you're convincing them. Another thing that you're currently doing is that you're not speaking to the desires of your ideal client. Instead, what you're doing is you're only addressing pain points. I've seen this content that, oh, if you're struggling with this, oh, if this is what is happening, oh, if all of that pain points, uh, uh, all the content where you're explaining just or talking about just pain points, that attracts disempowered clients. It speaks to people's troubles, it speaks to people's pains, it doesn't speak to their desires. Whereas if you start talking more about the desires that they have, what life they can have after they sign up with you, what business they can have, how does that business or life look like after they sign up with you, that's going to attract people who are looking for the solution. It's going to attract people who are excited to jump on and start working with you. And if you're just posting educational content, so I see this a lot of times, and I addressed this yesterday also a little bit, that educational content is very, very important. I'm not saying educational content is not important, because I love educational content. A lot of my content is educational content, but that's not the only type of content that I'm posting. My content strategy has a lot of other types of content as well, because you need to be, of course, giving value to your audience, but at the same time you need to move them down the funnel. And how will they move down the funnel is by posting different types of content. And this is something that I will be covering inside my upcoming program, High Converting Content. What are the different types of content you should be creating, and what are the different purposes of the different types of content that you post and you have in your content strategy. So it's always good to have a mixture of different types of content. So let me know in the comments below if you are doing any of this. Drop me a yes in the comments below if if your content is currently falling under any of these categories. All right. So what you need to do is you need to start speaking to the empowered clients who are ready to buy. And how you can do that is what is going to be covered in this training. That's what we are going to look at. But once you make these shifts that I'm sharing just now, you will start attracting people who are excited to buy, who are ready to buy. And once you start doing it, you will see that your sales has increased, your number of DMs that you receive from potential clients, your inquiries for your programs, the link clicks, and all of that, it increases. So the first thing you need to do is you need to stop sharing pointless content. And what I mean by pointless content, and I'm sure some of you out there are doing this, some of you out there are posting, stop sharing random quotes. Those random quotes literally do nothing. So many times I scroll on Instagram or on Facebook and I see this, stock image of a lake or like a beautiful ocean or like the sky or whatever. And, there is like a quote written and that's about it. That sort of content is literally not going to do anything for you. It's not going to speak to anybody. And if you are posting that, if you are one of those who's posting such content, then just stop posting. It's okay to not post, but don't post this because you're just wasting your time. this type of content is not going to move people. It's not going to build your personal connection. It's not going to build trust. It's not even going to attract new people to your page. So stop posting that. The second thing that you need to stop doing is to stop posting content that's based around days of the month or special days, etc. Like, I see so many people post, like, if it's Christmas, they'll start talking about like Christmas. And of course, you can show it on your stories and show what you're doing, but having those dedicated, cupcake days or friendship days or Mother's Day and all of those type of content, that literally does nothing. You are not like an Archie's gallery. You are not like a greeting card, a company where you need to be creating content based around these days. You are a business owner. You need to be selling your offers, and to sell your offers these days don't matter. Of course, if it's something like, you're attaching something to those days, then it is okay. Like, for example, Black Friday. Black Friday is huge in our industry, and so many coaches come up, including me. I come up with some amazing offers and discounts during Black Friday. I probably do some offers around Christmas, or maybe, some dedicated time of the year. That is okay if you're attaching, if you're selling. But if you're creating just content, if you're sharing, you know, content around these days, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to move anything. Your audience needs to see your offer. They need to see how your offer can help, and not what these days mean, right? Another thing that you need to stop doing right now is to share content that can be very, very easily found on the internet. I know all of what even I'm sharing today or anybody else shares can be found in the internet. But if you are sharing something, put your spin to it. Like I shared in yesterday's training, add your stories, build that connection, use it, show how you have used these tips. If you're posting an educational piece of content, if you're sharing, like, the number one way to, say, lose weight, how have you used that tip in your life? How have you embodied that tip? How have you used that tip and lost weight? What did you go through? How did, what are the things you did? So start, even if you're posting content that can be found anywhere on the internet, then start putting your spin to it. But if you're simply sharing like 5 ways to do XYZ, then don't do it, because like I said yesterday also, it can be found anywhere. You can find it on ChatGPT, you can find it on Google, YouTube, anywhere. So just stop doing it. It's only and only wasting your time. So the next thing that you need to do to attract empowered clients is to post different types of content. And yes, this is something that I will be sharing in depth inside my upcoming program, but I'm just giving you a snippet of what these different types of content are and what you can do. So the number one is educational or valuable content. Yes, your tips, tricks, hacks, and all of those A to Z steps, all of that is very, very valuable, and it's very, very important. So you need to be posting educational content. But like I said, put it with a spin. And your educational content is going to be very important for you to attract new people to your account, because that's going to make you an authority. People are going to see that, oh, she knows what she's talking about. So then they are going to in turn follow you, send you a friend request, and all of that. So it's going to be very helpful in you growing your audience, but do it with the spin. The second type of content, and a very, very important content that's going to really nurture your audience and bring them closer to you, is activational content, or your storytelling, like stories about anything. What makes you stand out? What makes you the coach for them? What makes you what makes you you? So start sharing more of that. If there is a polarizing opinion that you have, feel free to share it, and that's what is going to make you stand out from the rest of the crowd. The third type of content is your credibility building content, which is all of your celebrations, your wins, your client results, your testimonials, anything that you have done which shows to your audience that you are a few steps ahead of them, and that's your credibility content. That is what is going to help you get the sale. That is what is going to help you, that is what is going to move people to click on the link in your bio, or link on your stories, or it's going to make them send the DM and ask for the link. That is what is going to get you the sale. So start posting these 3 different types of content. They should be in your content strategy on a rotation. Moving on, talk about your results more often. Yes. So I have seen this a lot of times, and I have been there myself, that you're not confident about your own results. If you are, for example, a business coach, and you can help your clients get to, say, like $10,000 months, or you can help them lose, like 5 kilos weight, start talking about it. I'm not saying you need to attach your transformation to a number. But the truth is, numbers do sell. They speak to people much faster than anything else. But even if you don't want to attach to a number, but start talking about the results you can get for your clients. Own up your results. Share the outcome of your offer. Share how does it look like to work with you. Like, if you see my stories on Instagram, you would see I share so many snippets of how does it look like working with me, how I am as a coach. If I'm like doing something, if I'm reviewing like my client's content strategy, or working on something, I show it on my stories, and I say that, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm just giving like a little snippet of what it looks like working with me. And speak your message really powerfully. And this is going to happen once you have confidence in yourself and the results that you can bring. Start talking about it, start embodying it. And that's when, you will start attracting empowered clients. So how is it going so far? Let me know in the comments below. Are you enjoying this training? Are you getting some really some good ideas about how you can tweak your content? What changes can you make in your content strategy? Drop it in the comments below. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is you need to see your clients' potential at their highest level. So, a lot of times in our content, we don't think that our clients are capable enough. And that's not something that you do intentionally. It just comes very naturally. We do it, we write content even without thinking about these things. But, when you're saying that, oh, I see you sign, I know you can sign clients, or it's possible for you. These are the things that are saying that, yes, I see that happening for you. I see that you're capable of getting those results. I see that you have this potential in you to be able to, move ahead, to have those quantum leaps, to have, all the great results that you have dreamt of. So start speaking in that way and start seeing how your results change. Don't prepare them for the lack of the results. Like, always prepare them for what is on the other side of taking action. Hold them at their highest standards. Next thing that you need to do is write content for people like they are ready. And how do you do that? This is something which is very, very strategic. And this is something that a lot, like most people, don't do. And it is that you convince people. So instead of convincing them, write content as if they are ready. Like, it is very, very different how you write content to people who are not ready yet but need a little bit of convincing. Whereas if you're writing content for people who have the money, who are ready to invest, that looks very, very different. Use potent language in your content and speak to their desires, because when you're speaking to their desires, you're not convincing them. You're saying that, look, this is possible for you too. And one another thing which I've spoken about earlier is focus less on their pain points, focus more on their desires. And I'm not saying that don't address pain points, that also is important, but all of your content need not be based on pain points, because that is going to just speak to their problems. You don't want to be speaking to their problems only. You want to be speaking to their desires. You want to be showing to them what it looks like once they have achieved those desires, once they have taken action to, and have those things that they have deeply, deeply wanted. So write really specific content, and not content that's vague or general or just bland. Don't write all of that. Write really specific content, that if you want to sign 5 clients in the next month, then send me a DM. Instead of saying, yes, I'm going to help you earn a little bit of money, you can earn money, you can write some content, your content can speak to the right people. Instead of speaking like really vague or in a very general way, start writing specific content or specific transformations that they can achieve when they work with you. That is going to attract people who know, okay, this is the result that I want. I know I want to sign 5 clients this month. I know I want to lose 5 kgs this month. So this is what is going to attract them. Stop saying and believing that people around you do not want to invest. So this is an action that I want you to take on a daily basis. Every single day, train your mind. It is going to require a little bit of training. But I guarantee you, once you've trained your mind, once you have, this is like an affirmation that, people follow and do this, and you'll see the changes. So start thinking and say this to yourself, that people are excited to pay you. You are surrounded with people who want to invest in themselves. You are surrounded with people who do the work and want to make a difference to their life and business. Start believing these things. Start believing that, people have the money. People are action takers around you. People want to make a difference in their life, in their business. And from here on, write content for these people. You will notice a difference once you start doing. And of course, I'm going to speak about this in a lot more detail inside my upcoming program, how you can write to people who are ready to invest. What is the sort of language you need to use to attract people who are ready to invest. But this is what you can do today, and I guarantee, if you start believing this, if you start embodying this, and if you start writing your content from this energy for these people, that's when you will start seeing the shift. You will start attracting people who have the money and who are excited to pay you. And another thing that you need to do is you need to know your ideal client and you need to speak to them. So go back, do your ideal client exercise. I shared a little bit about it in my yesterday's training. What are the things you need to know about your ideal client? Do that exercise and understand and remember this, that they wouldn't be your ideal client if they can't afford to pay you, right? Your ideal client can pay you, which is why they are an ideal client. Of course, nobody in the ideal client exercise writes that, oh, they don't have the money to invest. Yes, they think that they don't have the money to invest, but they absolutely have the money to invest. So go back, do your ideal client exercise, start believing that my ideal client has the money to invest, and start speaking to them. Another thing that you can do to attract clients who are ready to pay you is to give details about your offer. And I have seen this so many times, and I know this is a thing that a lot of coaches say, and I really don't agree to it. That is to hide your prices. I did hide my prices sometime in the middle when I signed up with a particular coach. But what I realized was that when people know the price upfront, they don't come in and they are not going to get a shock. Instead, they know, okay, this is the price. They are going to self-identify whether they have the money or they don't. Because sometimes genuinely people do not have the money. Like if today somebody asks me to invest $20,000 for a coaching program, I do not have that money to invest in a coaching program right now. Maybe someday, yes, but today I do not. So if a coach specifies their price upfront, it's easier to self-identify. It's easier to get people to DM you who have the money. If I know that I don't have $20,000 sitting in my bank account, I'm not going to send a DM to that particular coach. I will when I have the money, but right now I don't. So share your prices upfront, and that's really what I believe. Ever since I started sharing my prices upfront, I used to do that all the time, but just for some time in the middle, I stopped sharing my prices upfront. What happened as a result was I started getting so many DMs. And when I would share my price, people would say, oh, I can't afford it. And as a result, my confidence level went down. My confidence went down so low because all these people are sending me a message, and all of these people do not have the money to invest. So I was thinking there's something wrong. People don't have the money. They don't want to. So, to overcome all of that, share your prices upfront. Talk about your offer from all possible angles. Like, you need to tell or explain your offer before somebody signs up with you. If I'm spending money, I would want to know what is the kind of offer, what is the kind of result that I'm going to get, what is the kind of transformation that I'm going to get inside this program. And if somebody talks about all of this in their content, it's easier to know that this is the right program for you or not. Share the transformation and not the process. Always focus on what the transformation is going to look like and not what the process is going to look like. But remember that you need to share your process as well. So I'm going to give you an example of what that looks like. So if for my upcoming program, the transformation is that I'm going to help you create content that attracts ready to buy clients straight to your DMs, right? So your content is going to become like really potent and powerful, and you're going to attract all of these people. That is the main transformation. But I do not focus on the process. What is the process? I'm going to help you clarify your message, and I'm going to help you create potent content. That is the process to get you to the transformation. And the transformation is ready to buy clients in your DMs, which means more money, more sales, right? So I'm not focusing on the process, but I'm still talking about the process. I'm still explaining what the process looks like, but the focus is on the transformation, because I don't care. Of course, I do care how I get to the end result, but that's not what I want. You must have heard this saying that people do not want the carrot, but they want the carrot cake, right? So that's the carrot cake, your transformation. Show them that they are the right fit for your program. Show them examples. Talk about your other clients who are at a similar stage where your ideal client currently is. Talk about your transformation. Talk about how you were at their place when they were. Show them that this is possible for them. Show them that this is the right program for them, instead of convincing them. When you're speaking about the features and talking about the features, a lot of people just sell the features, which is something that you should not do, because features do not sell it. Nobody really cares if you have 6 calls or 20 calls or 20 trainings or 5 trainings. What they really care is about the transformation. But while talking about the features, show them what it really looks like and how it helps. So if I say that you're going to get one-on-one Voxer access to me, what does it look like? What happens inside those Voxer chats? I'm going to help you clear out any questions that you have. You can drop in any of your questions. You can drop in any of your content that you've posted or you want to post, and you can ask me, and I'm going to reply as soon as possible inside that Voxer. So, talk about the features, but show them what it really looks like. So that's it for today. I quickly skimmed through it because I didn't want this training to be really, really long. But these are a few things you can do to change or to shift your content. And once you do it, you are going to start attracting people who are excited to work with you, people who have the money, people who want to do the work, who want to see a difference in their life or their business. If you have any questions, please come inside the Telegram group and ask me all of your questions. I'm going to be so happy to answer them for you. Like I said, I'm hanging inside the Telegram group entire week this week. So come ask me your questions. If you're not on Telegram, then you can drop or leave your questions here and I'm going to answer them for you. The prompt for today is that you need to write a post with your shiny results. It can be any result that you have. It can be, this post can also be in the form of a reel, in the form of a story, even in the form of a carousel or just a static Facebook post, anything. Talk about your results, and these can be results that have even happened in the past, but it should relate to what you are selling, not something like, oh, I'm a business coach and I'm talking about like how I can help you sign clients and I'm talking about my fitness transformation. Not that. This should be a result which should be related to what you are selling. And share this in the form of a story, like a story format. Think as if you're speaking to somebody, you're speaking to a friend and telling them about this story of yours and this result of yours. This is the prompt for today. Once you're done, let me know in the DMs or inside the Telegram group. I'm going to have a look and you will be entered for the giveaway. And let me remind you, the giveaway is 1 week of one-on-one Voxer coaching with me. And I'm going to take this time to talk about my upcoming program, which is High Converting Content. It starts next week. It's a 6-week accelerator program. And this is going to help you create content that gets ready to buy clients in your DMs daily. This is, like I said, it's a 6-week live program. I'm running it live, which means there are going to be live trainings every single week. You can hop onto the call, you can ask me your questions, you can learn from those trainings. I'm going to be working with you. You will send me all of your content if you want, of course, and I will be looking it for you. Inside, we are going to be refining your messaging so that you can create really powerful, potent content. So the process is threefold. Firstly, we are going to clarify your offer messaging. I'm sure you all have offers, and what we are going to do is, if you already have an offer, you have made a couple of sales, but you're not able to attract regular clients, regular DMs, you're not able to sign clients on a consistent basis. For this offer, we are going to go back and refine your messaging. We are going to repackage that offer so that it is absolutely clear for the people and for them to know who it is for, and you know exactly how you can talk about it in your content. Next, we are going to position you as this authority through your content so that it organically starts attracting leads daily who want to work with you. And lastly, we are going to we are going to learn how to create really high converting content, specific content, so that it converts your leads into paying clients, even if they have been sitting on the sidelines for months. You know, how you're going to reactivate your audience, how you're going to attract new people, and how you're going to convert them. This is the threefold process that we are going to be covering inside my upcoming program. The full price of this program is $555, which also is just for this round of the program. The next time around, the price is going to increase. But just because you signed up for this 3-day training, I'm offering you a fast action discount. You can sign up for only $333. But this pricing is only available till this Saturday. These are the things that we are going to have inside the program. We'll have weekly live training calls. You will get access to a learning portal, and you have lifetime access to this portal. You will get content audit and feedback from me on a daily basis. Any content that you want me to look at, any messaging that you want me to look at, your offer, I'm going to give you feedback on a daily basis. You will have daily chat support where you can, ask me any questions. I'm going to answer them for you. You can ask me for content ideas if you're stuck. You can ask me for anything. And you're going to be getting some exclusive bonuses, which includes some really amazing things: my daily lead generation system, my client attraction posts formula, and a lot more things. So if that's you, if this is something that you want, and if you're ready to start signing clients just from your content, then just connect with me on Instagram or on Facebook, and let's get started. We start next week. So yeah, super excited. And I'm going to see you tomorrow for our final day. And tomorrow I am going to be talking about how to sell your offer on your stories. Let me know how this training was. Did you get some amazing ideas on how you can shift your results, how you can shift your content? Sorry, I'm talking about results. How you can shift your content, what are the things you can do? Let me know if you have any questions. Come inside the Telegram group or drop them here. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.